feels so good after going to that workout class this morning. It's been a few months since I've taken one of these yoga sculpt workouts, and it feels so good, or at least since I've been to the studio. Every single time I literally sweat my booty off, but it's my favorite. So anyways, I'm gonna head back now, shower up, because I feel like I just jumped into a pool. But now that we're getting into like the winter months, I'm so excited to get back into heated workouts. Something about the winter months and just like the colder months in general makes me crave heated workout classes, even though it doesn't get like below, sometimes it gets below 40 here, but it doesn't really get cold in Florida. But I remember when I was in college living in Minnesota, I would go to Core Power Yoga Sculpts like pretty much every day, and the best feeling was after you walked out of those classes, you'd be in like the crisp, freezing cold winter air, and it was euphoric. I absolutely loved it. Hi. Hi, I know, you're so happy. Oh, yes. Hi. Hi. Hi, buddy. I was only gone for like an hour. Maybe a little bit longer. Yeah. Also, I just got Frankie's food delivered to the door, which is perfect timing because we're running a little bit low. I get his food from the Pets Table, which was actually recommended by my dad because he stayed with my dad for a couple months this summer. And my dad feeds his dog this food, and he introduced it to Frankie, and Frankie absolutely loved it. He's like, Lauren, you're gonna get the free 2-week trial, and you're gonna start feeding this to Frankie because you will thank me later. It's just made with such high quality, great ingredients, and it's actually from the same brand as HelloFresh. You guys know I love HelloFresh, so it's really cool that they came out with a pet brand, and all of their recipes are made with vets, so that's how you know it's legit. And they have 7 different recipes and more on the way. So they have gently air-dried recipes as well as human-grade fresh food recipes. Frankie's on the mixed plan because I was a little bit indecisive of what to do. That's what my dad thought as well. Keeping him on this food was a no-brainer, and it just gives me peace of mind knowing that he's getting all of the nutrients that a dog needs. The Pets Table is minimally processed, so the food isn't losing the nutrients that a dog needs, like the antioxidants, the proteins, all that kind of stuff, and it really helps support his gut health, his immune health, and obviously his furry shiny coat, which is very important. So I definitely recommend checking it out. I mean, hey, my dad recommended it to me. I'm now recommending it. It is truly such great quality. Plus, there's no risk because you can try it for 2 weeks for free. So take advantage of this exclusive offer and get 55% off your first box, plus 20% off your second. Just click the link below or go to thepetstable.com and use code LaurenSnyder55. That's thepetstable.com, code LaurenSnyder55. The fact that Frankie's not even phased with my face mask, he's like, yeah, it's just another Tuesday. But I was just spending some time at roughly making my to-do list for the day and kind of planning some things out that I would like to get done today, which I really don't have too many more things left to do for my work day because I did a ton of editing over this last weekend, so that this week I could just focus on filming. And then this weekend I have plans with friends, and on Monday my boyfriend comes to visit, so I didn't want to have like a bunch of work things to carry into next week to have while he was here. So I am trying to get like a little bit ahead this week too with things. But yeah, I have an Instagram campaign that I'm going to film a little bit later, and then wrap up one more video that I'm editing. So not too much left to go, which is nice. And I think a little bit later I'm going to head out and run a couple of errands. But yeah, this is pretty much what my to-do list looks like today. Not too big, which is nice. I just drove all the way home and realized I didn't listen to any music on the way back, and it was like a 20-ish minute drive. I was just deep in thought. That's how you know. But I was pretty much just reflecting on this last year, like thinking back to this time last year, so last fall, my life felt drastically different than it does right now. Like there were different people in my life. I was obviously living in a different apartment. I had just recently gotten Frankie, so I was like a new puppy mom. I wasn't in a relationship, wasn't really like talking to anyone either. And this time right now, like I'm in a relationship, which is long distance. I live in St. Pete. I love my apartment, and I'm just like so happy with the life that I've built for myself. And I think the biggest difference I've noticed too is just within my self-confidence. I definitely feel a lot more confident within myself than I did last year. I know I was doing a lot of comparison and comparing the content that I post on social media compared to what other influencers post, or my lifestyle compared to other people's, and just always feeling the need to have more or be more. And I think right now I'm just like, I'm so happy with what I do and who I am and how I show up every single day. And yeah, sometimes things can feel pretty repetitive, but because I find comfort in my routine and I do try to challenge myself in other ways, whether it's trying like a new workout class, for example, or trying a new hobby, maybe hanging out with like a new friend or whatever it is. I do try to challenge myself in little ways, and I think that has also helped build up my self-confidence. But yeah, this time last year, I kind of just felt pretty down in the dumps with all of that. This year, I definitely started like dating more. I was putting myself out there. I was also just content with doing things on my own too. I've always been a pretty individual person. Like I love spending time alone, and I would go to like restaurants by myself or go to coffee shops all the time by myself. And I still do love doing that, but I also love to enjoy those moments with friends. Or for example, the trip that I just got back from like about a month ago to Lisbon, that was originally going to be a solo trip, but then my boyfriend and I ended up just booking the trip together because I had met him, and I was like, I would way rather share these moments with someone else and these experiences with someone else and just not go on my own. Plus he's way more well-traveled than I am. But yeah, I just think there's been so much in my life that I've really worked on, and the self-confidence thing has been huge. And I also think that's why he came into my life at the perfect time, because I was so content in who I was. He is everything that I've wanted in a person and everything I know that I can have, and I've never been somebody that wants to lower my standards or break down any barriers and like boundaries that I have just to allow somebody into my life. But yeah, that was just something I was thinking a lot about on the drive here. And like a big thing that has been top of mind for me recently, I don't want to like talk too much about it or make it something that I continue to think about and like fester on, but I feel like I've outgrown the Tampa St. Pete area, and I've been kind of feeling this way for the last few months or so. And I just want something a bit bigger and something that gives me new challenges and new opportunities, because as much as I do love Florida, like I absolutely love Tampa, absolutely love St. Pete, it does feel a little bit too small. And I've always told people it's really easy to conquer the area in like 2 years, maybe even a year, like all the coffee shops, the different restaurants. And I don't know if this is the best way to put this because I'm kind of just spewing my thoughts. I really haven't thought twice about all this thinking, but basically it seems as though everything here has kind of become mainstream. Like everyone pretty much does the same thing. It goes to the same restaurants. It does the same things on the weekends. I mean, maybe it's just the people that I've hung around, but it also seems like a lot of people are wanting to be the same thing too. Like influencers, content creators, some sort of business owners, which can be very inspiring, but also it can kind of feel like you are in a rat race and like in a very hustle culture environment, which personally I don't want for myself, because I think that has been my life for the last 4 to 5 years, and even that was my life in college. I just felt as though I was fallen victim to hustle culture, and I did not like how I felt during that time. So I'm kind of trying to find something that, or somewhere that feels a lot more balanced, but also a place that offers more challenge for me, and maybe a place that's a bit bigger. So I do have more opportunities, and like I can meet other people and just explore a bit more. I feel like I've explored all that I've wanted to explore of Tampa and St. Pete. There's obviously places and tons of restaurants and stuff that I have yet to go to, but I don't know. I just think, not that it doesn't excite me anymore, but at the end of the day, to me, it just feels like everything has become pretty like stagnant here. and I don't want to like continue how I feel this year into like next year. Like I'm ready for a new chapter. I'm ready for some change. I don't know where that move will be. Maybe it'll just be to a new area of St. Pete or a new area of Tampa, or maybe it'll just be a whole new state and like across the country. I don't know. I'm keeping my options open, but as of right now, the thought of moving and just finding a different city of my interest is definitely high up there. And I have to be by water. I just love the ocean. I didn't realize how much the ocean like really affects me until I moved to Florida like 4 years ago, and since then I'm like, I cannot leave the water. I love it. Leave it to me to leave Target with more than I went in there for. I went in there for literally just one thing and then ended up adding a few things to my cart. But I just got the Miss Meyer's Clean Day multi-service cleaner. This is in the lavender scent, which smells so nice. I specifically got this to keep in my bathroom under my sink so I can get into the routine of cleaning my bathroom at least like every other night. Nightly would be great, but ever since I had a cleaner deep clean the heck out of this apartment and really make it spotless, I'm trying to do my best and find different ways to maintain it and just upkeep the cleanliness because it looks so good in here. And especially the bathroom, with how often I'm washing my face in there, putting on makeup, that kind of stuff, it's really easy for the countertop space to just get really dirty, or the sinks. So I want to get into the routine of cleaning that instead of every Sunday, just like every other night or so. So I got this to just easily reach for, and also it smells so nice. It'll just make my bathroom feel really good and clean. And then I saw this sweater cardigan and I thought this was so cute, this little short sleeve cardigan. I have something similar to this from Aerie actually, and I love this one because it's like super lightweight and it's a nice ribbed material, so it's not a super thick sweater material. All over my For You page I've seen the cutest stuff from Target, especially for fall time, but I just don't think the Targets in Florida hit the same because we don't have nearly half of the things that I've seen, especially compared to Minnesota where I'm originally from. The Targets there, they're the absolute best. They always have such cute clothes, and because it is a test market, they always have different things than usual Targets. And then the last thing I picked up was this pajama set because I already have it in a gray color and I wear it all the time. It is so adorable, so I love the floral pink pattern of this one, and then the ruffles on the shorts, and then here's the top to go with it. Also, it's just so soft and comfy. I love my matching pajama sets. You can't really see it because I feel like it's overexposed right now, but you get the gist. I'm a big matching set girl, and especially when it comes to cute PJs, I'm all about that. Tonight for dinner, we're gonna make quite possibly one of my favorite dinners recently. This has been a dinner I've had on repeat for probably like 3 nights a week. I cannot get over it, it's so yummy. The main event of the dinner are these sliced grass-fed beef sirloins. Oh my goodness, you guys. I never thought I was a steak person. I've always sworn off steak because when I was younger, I choked on it, and ever since then, it's just been one of those things that I haven't ever cared to give a try. But someone told me that these were pre-cooked already, so all you have to do is like preheat them on the or heat them up on the pan, and then they're already pre-seasoned. So I was like, okay, what do I have to lose? I'll give it a try because red meat is just so good for you, and I've definitely incorporated it more within my diet. Like I have a ground beef throughout the week, and this was something that I wanted to get myself to have because I don't love chicken usually. Like sometimes I'll have chicken, but I'm really bad at cooking it on my own, so I don't usually cook chicken. But if I'm gonna get it at a restaurant, like I love a good chicken on top of a salad or on top of a gluten-free pizza, like as a main entree. But it's not something that I typically meal prep or have in my fridge. But these, I'm telling you guys, so good. And I love that they're already pre-cooked because then I don't have to get this scaries of not having cooked meat. So I always just use this, and it takes 2 minutes to heat up on a pan. And then I do a bed of greens, some pickled onions. This was like really random. This is just like a topper. And then I always roast Brussels sprouts and broccoli in the air fryer or in the oven. And I just drizzle it with some olive oil, coconut aminos, and then I sprinkle some garlic powder and mushroom umami seasoning. These are like my 2 holy grail seasonings anytime I'm seasoning up my veggies. not even 11:30, and I just made myself my second thing of caffeine today. We're having an iced coffee because I just need a little bit of extra motivation and second wind here, because I was feeling it quite ambitious this morning. When my alarm went off, I decided to go for a sunrise run because I just had a hunch it was going to be a really pretty sunrise, and it was. I'm really happy I did that. And then afterwards I had a sweat workout booked, so I went and did an upper body workout, and those are always very, very tough. Felt good to get that in this morning. I went to bed kind of late last night too, like way too late to get up and go for a run because we were watching Dancing with the Stars, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this season. I've honestly never watched maybe even an episode of Dancing with the Stars, let alone a full season, but I was so into it. I love watching gymnasts, dancers. I just think it's so fun. I always watched Dance Moms when I was younger. Obviously this is not on the same playing field at all, but I love shows like this with like judges. I love to watch The Voice. So finally got a Disney Plus subscription so I can stay up to date with Dancing with the Stars. And yeah, I probably didn't get to bed until like 12:30 last night. So anyways, it was nice to go for a run though because it was so pretty and such a nice sunrise. I love taking the time to do that in the morning, even if it's just for 30 minutes or like a longer run slash walk situation. I'm gonna drink up my coffee, get some editing done. I think a little bit later also I'm gonna film some things for TikTok, so I'll get ready pretty soon here. But I'm wearing my new sweater that I got yesterday from Target. I think it's so cute. It's also so incredibly comfortable. It makes me want to get the blue one that they also have. They had a yellow one too, but I feel like I would wear the blue a lot more. But yeah, it's just so cute. I'm wearing a whole little outfit today, but I love it. I'm all about being comfy and cozy today because I think I'm just gonna stick around my apartment and get some work done. I decided I'm gonna curl my hair because I do want to get some filming done, and also this is like third day hair, so that's how I always know it'll look the best curled. Also, I just did my makeup and randomly I'm having such a good makeup day, which is always the best feeling. I swear it is the Road Glazing Milk. Like, this is my holy grail product. It's so good. Until the end of time I'm gonna be repurchasing that. It's always like the days that you least expect it that your makeup is just on point. But yeah, curl my hair. I just put in some heat spray or heat protectant, and then I have no special like formula or technique, I guess, to curling my hair, but I keep it very, very simple and just use this bed head curling iron. This has been my tried and true ever since I started using it. Just gives like really pretty curls, but kind of like beach wave type curls. I don't know how to best describe it. I always take probably like this much or so and then curl towards my face. I just finished curling my hair and now I'm gonna do my lip combo and then get situated to start filming. This has been my favorite combo that I've been doing. I always say like this is my favorite lip combo and it's always something different, but I feel like I just have so many different favorites for different reasons. This one is from Say. It's the shade Wink, and it's like a really pretty mauve-y kind of nude. Like, I love it because it's just a smidge darker than my actual lip color. And then to fill it in, I just use the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. This is in the shade Birthday Cake, and it's just like a nice sheer pink to fill them in. Just give the lips a little gloss. And there we go. Also, I'm gonna spritz on a little perfume. Even though I'm not really going anywhere right now, I just always love to feel extra fresh. This is It Factor from Dossier. This is my go-to scent right now. I just filmed the try on haul of everything that I picked up from H&M for TikTok, so now I'm gonna sit down and show you guys because everything I got is so cute. Honestly, I did not expect to love absolutely everything, and I did. So that's how you know it's good. I had a feeling though, because I've ordered a few things during the fall specifically from H&M like a couple years ago that I've still held on to because I love the quality of them. They fit super nice and they just have such great staples. So a few of the pieces I got are some sweaters, which I saw this cardigan. This is gonna be my go-to cardigan. I already know it. It just fits so nicely. I also love how it looks all the way buttoned up, which says a lot because typically I don't love my cardigans all the way buttoned, but I love the style of these buttons and also just the way that it fits. It hits right at the hips and also just looks so nice on. It's a very nice, super soft sweater material, of course, and I really love it. Like, it's not a super chunky, thick material. And as I said, it's not like super oversized either. So I think it's super pretty, and I know I'm gonna wear this so often this fall. I definitely wanna see if they have other colors because it's just such a good fit. And then this sweater, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I feel like it's the perfect length too because it hits right at the hips, and I already have so many different ideas of how I wanna style this, like with micro shorts or a mini skirt and some tall boots for the fall. It'll be so cute. And it's just like such a nice fit and super soft and comfy. The second I put this on, I'm like, it literally feels like butter. It is so warm, and it's just like a very nice lightweight sweater material, which is great for Florida because it's not like a super thick sweater material to where you're literally gonna overheat. So I love it. And I know they have like a bunch of different other colors, like deeper browns, a black, cream. And then the sweater, I'm gonna have to show you guys how everything looks on because the way that this fits is just such a great piece. I love that I could dress this up or dress it down more casually and kind of just wear it as more like a lounge top. But I love the style of the sleeves. They're super nice and oversized, and just the sweater in general has that baggy kind of look to it. And I love it. Also, the neckline is super cute too. This is definitely going to be another one of my go-tos. And then you guys know I have the problem when it comes to shopping that if I like something, I'm going to order it in other colors as well. So I got two of the exact same pants because I wear lounge pants like this all the time. And so when I saw these black and white striped ones, I thought they were so cute, especially with an oversized sweater or just like a white basic cropped little tee. Makes for a very simple outfit, but a little more fun with the stripes. And then I got the same thing, but just in this white and navy striped color. Again, super cute for fall in like little Ugg slippers. I love it. And then last couple things I got were these two vests. I love vests. I think they really can add a little bit more to an outfit and just bring in some texture too. The fact that these are the nice fleece vests with the zipper. I love anything Sherpa and fleece for the fall time and winter. So picked up that one, and then of course had to get this one in brown. I just have the vision of wearing this with like an all brown outfit, like a brown long sleeve, brown yoga pants, or just like brown sweatpants. How cute would this look? I have like the perfect outfit that I recently got that I'm gonna style this with, and I cannot wait. I know you're probably looking at me like, you're crazy, you live in Florida, why do you own those? But I'm telling you guys, around like end of December, January, I will be wearing these because it finally gets to be a bit chillier here. And like when I go home to Minnesota and stuff, these are so cute. So I'll definitely be sure to link everything down below for you guys that I picked up from H&M. I know they have so many cute things for fall right now. Believe me, it was hard to hold back. But I gotta say, like H&M, Aritzia, Abercrombie, those are probably a few of my favorite places to shop for fall fashion, and I love my fall outfits. I was easily influenced by TikTok to try out the Medicube Zero Pore Pads. I just got these on Amazon. I believe they were like $15 or so, but I swear, every single video, whether it had been sponsored or not, TikTok shop or not, people have been raving about these, and we're gonna try it out in my routine. I do gotta say, my skin's been doing so well recently, so I've just been trying to maintain it and just upkeep the different products that I've been using. But this does feel really good on my skin, that's for sure. I also like to use these crystal clear pads from Skin Farm. Those are also really nice, but I ran out of that. So in the meantime, we're just going to use this and see how it works, which I do have high hopes. Also, it's nice that you can just get these on Amazon. And then on top, I also get this from Amazon. It's just the Tier Milk Skin Toner. I absolutely love this stuff. I use it every single night. You could use it in the morning if you wanted to, but personally, I like to stick to using the Road Glazing Milk in the morning when I'm doing like my morning skincare, and then keeping it for underneath my makeup. But using this in the evening before you put on your moisturizer, you just wake up in the morning with the most glowy glass-like skin. It's amazing, and it just feels so nice too. It just like sinks right into my skin and looks so dewy, so glowy. Like you can already see the glow with this stuff. I love it. I have this on my storefront too. I got this on Amazon Prime Day, and I want to say it was like $20 or something. Definitely relatively affordable. And then I'm just gonna finish up with some moisturizer and call it a day with my skincare. Also ignore how ratchet my fingernails look right now. These two fell off today and it's looking a little rough, but it's okay. I think I'll get them done tomorrow or something. I'm honestly shocked because I only got these nails done like 2.5 weeks ago, maybe. I think that's like the longest. It's either 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks ago. Regardless, I just feel like it's way too soon for two of them to just pop off. Like my nails never typically come off like that. Yes, I'll have bad grow out, so like usually 3 weeks is when I like to get them done. But 2.5 weeks and for two of them to just completely fall off, little sus. But I did go to a nail salon that I hadn't been to before, so safe to say that was my first and definitely my last time going there. But it's okay. I'll get them freshened up sometime this weekend because That needs to happen. And then last thing I'm gonna do for my skin is my red light therapy mask. I'm trying to get back into the routine of doing this nightly because the benefits of red light for your skin are incredible. It really helps with anti-aging, wrinkles, fading acne scars, acne. Like there's just so many benefits to it. And I love this mask because you can just keep it on your skin and it automatically shuts off after 10 minutes. So I'll either read my book, scroll on my phone. It's better to just like sit and read, but I'll scroll on my phone or whatever and just sit in bed while I have this on my face for about 10 minutes or so before I fall asleep. So it's about 10 o'clock right now. I'm gonna head to bed and hopefully get to bed by 10:30. I'm trying to make that a better routine for myself. But yeah, this is the best.